This recording video will contrast decalcified bone tissue stained with hematoxin eosin with ground bone. But first, just to recall shortly the appearance of decalcified bone that's stained with H&E, where you see here in the compact bone the osteones here in the compact bone. And the red staining is due to the collagen, and the mineral's been taken out, which would have been basophilic, but you see the basophilic reaction of the nuclei of the osteocytes. And then, of course, the blood vessels here in the Avversian canals. Now, if we go over to the ground section, that is prepared by, first of all, sawing, or you find saw to, actually a diamond saw, to make a thin section, and then it's ground even thinner to maybe anywhere from 50 to 150 microns, but there's no staining. The larger dark dots here you see are actually Avversian canals with the debris remaining of the blood vessels and blood that may have been in the Avversian canals at the time the tissue was prepared. I'm going to, and then we're just going to look at the first of a Avversian system number 1 that I annotated. And this is the Avversian canal with the debris from the blood vessel and the blood. And then surrounding that, you can see the lamella, and you can see an occasional dark spot, which is osteocyte. But unlike the lecture illustration, and I think in WebMite, you can't see the canaliculi very well. Unfortunately, this preparation wasn't thin enough to see those, but I did indicate a couple arrows here that have a hint of a canaliculus. If we look at the second Avversian system that I have bringing to your attention, the Avversian canal is quite large. There's quite a bit of debris in here from the blood vessel, but you can see an osteocyte here, another one here, and here, and here, and here, and in adjacent ones, osteocytes. Now, that's just the dried up remnants of the osteocyte cytoplasm. And you don't really get much of an idea of the canaliculi, maybe here and here. But what you can see is the lamella, and with an AE at the end, that's plural. If it's just an A, that's singular. So I point out with the green arrows 3 lamella, and these represent different orientation of collagen fibers in the matrix that's laid down by the osteoblasts as they retreat from the Avversian canal backwards and lay down the bone. It's much like the rings of a tree, where you have these alternating bands of different orientation of the collagen fibers. In fact, if you can think of the osteome as a cylinder in long bone, then the collagen fibers at the different layers are spiraling. And that's the way that the bone gets strength, and the mineral calcium hydroxyapatite gives it the hardness. Okay, so that concludes this brief view of ground bone.